Yo, yo, yo.
Guess who's Bazak? Welcome back, Bars and Buckets, Sports and Hip Hop Podcast out here in the streets, man. What's up to everybody that's tuning in? Sorry we had to take a little detour and switch the date for the week, but we couldn't go a week without getting it in, talking this good stuff with all this madness happening in the NBA, the NFL, and all of that other stuff, man. And we got to get into it, man. So once again, welcome everybody to tuning in. We're going to talk this good stuff, man. Fellas, what's up? Corn AD, y'all good?
Man, good, man. You look, they don't even know, man. Fresh out the job, man. I ain't even changed, bro. I'm right here in the job shit, man. So you know how it is, man. We got to be here for our people, man. So ain't nothing like it, man.
Yep. What up, Corn?
Well, what's good, man? I'm good, man. Just ready to do the show. Sinuses bothering me. Had a rough day at work, man. So, man, let's get it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what Corn is really trying to say is he's trying to say that he's really glad and sad that my prediction that Mitch Trubisky was going to the Pittsburgh Steelers was coming to fruition. So he's kind of upset about that. But we gonna lift his spirits, guys. We gonna lift his spirits because on this show, I did proclaim a week ago that if Mitchell Trubisky went to a great defense with a great running back, with some good receivers and good coaching, that he was going to take them to the playoffs next year. And it just so happens I mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers as one of the locations. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers has, only missed the playoffs how many times in the last 10, 15 years? Once. So my prediction is looking like it's coming together pretty good. But before we get into all that,
hold on.
I know I'm right, and I know y'all wrong.
Well, one thing that lifts my spirits is the GOAT is back in Tampa.
Ooh-wee!
The GOAT is back in Tampa Bay. Don't act like you having technical difficulties now.
Right. Where you at, man? Oh, he didn't try to go out.
Yeah. Don't run.
Don't run now.
Don't run.
He heard Tom Brady, and now he try to have these technical difficulties, man. Oh, look at this clown.
You see this Bars and Buckets?
And Buckets.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this?
You got the Mitch Trubisky fan dropping off.
Falling off like his favorite quarterback. Fumbling. Now it's Wi-Fi fumbling.
You don't know no better, man. That's the problem. That's the problem. You don't know no better. Man, but why he going ahead and get logged back in so he can get this work? Yeah, cuz he definitely jinxed y'all last week, man. He definitely called that, and that was one of his teams he called out. So definitely
that's messed
jinxed
up, man.
see what happened?
That's
ain't this about a Mitch?
Right. Ain't this about a Mitch?
I want to just say, ladies and gentlemen, that was them that threw me off of air. Okay. It wasn't no glitch. It wasn't nothing. Brady and Corn threw me off the air because I was right about a prediction. That's crazy how they do you, Joe. That's messed up, man.
You was right about him. What team was going to be
definitely right about that.
What team was going to sign him? What franchise he was going to push back like a lion? Pittsburgh ain't gonna never be the same.
That's terrible, man. That's terrible.
Mike Tomlin is definitely getting fired. He just numbered that man's career. Mike Tomlin been a winning coach for the longest. Now his career is down, is numbered now. They're gonna fire that man because of trouble, man.
Say what you want, but Mitchell Trubisky led a team to the playoffs, went to the Pro Bowl, had a great couple seasons with the Bears. So all he got to do is take it. You know what? We're not even going to get into that.
All he needs is for Jesus to play center, the disciples to be the line.
Okay.
And Gabriel to be wide receiver. And then they going to win the Super Bowl.
I bet you the Steelers make it to the playoffs before the Patriots.
False.
They ain't got no line. Patriots don't got no offensive line.
Mitchell Trubisky can't even read a playbook.
Okay. Who got better receivers? The Steelers or the Patriots?
The offseason just started, man. Let them.
It's what you mean is as a simple question. Right now, who has the better receivers?
Didn't Juju leave? Or ain't Juju on his way out?
Okay, but still, who has better receivers?
Oh, don't be surprised if you see.
Okay. I'm just saying. You still got Claypool.
I would rather
still
play
got Deontay Johnson
with Mac Jones than Rex Grossman Jr.
Okay. I feel like we're starting off on the wrong note because they want to admit that I'm right. So we just leave it at that. All right.
We said you picked the team. We did give you that.
What I'm saying, y'all know that they're gonna make the playoffs, and y'all want to give me my credit. But that's cool. Don't worry about it.
I get you that.
So look, we got to know for real. We have to talk about Joe. I said last week that this is gonna be a crazy week for the NFL. The AFC West is looking like the Toon Squad. Let alone we.
Hold on before you get to the NFC West, man. Are we drinking tonight or we chilling? I mean, what we doing, man? We getting the free throw together. What we doing, man?
Well, technically tap before y'all kick me off air when I made my I was going to give our toast, but y'all kick me off air. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tuning in, wherever you're tuning in at, man, we do free throw sales to kick off the show. Free throws is our version of taking a shot, not the actual little shot to basketball, but the actual liquid shot, man. So get your free throw in your hand, turn it up before we can go ahead and talk about this sports stuff, man. So where y'all at? What y'all sipping on tonight?
Man, let's see what I got tonight, man. I got me a little Johnny Walker Black Label tonight, man.
Oh,
switching
it up.
Yeah,
right.
The switch up. Okay,
I'm doing a little Casamigos.
What? You came on home, huh?
I've been messing with it. I just took a break. We with it today.
All right.
We'll have a little fun.
Yeah.
All right.
What you got over there, dog?
I'm sticking with Casamigos, and I got me a couple beers, man, because I knew this was going to be a great show.
Okay.
That I was going. Now, typically, if you guys are tuning in, you just tuning in, and everybody knows that I always win the debates on this show. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying?
That's false.
So I just wanted to, commemorate.
Helps you sleep at night, Reg.
I wanted to commemorate my W's because on, there's a lot of sports shows. You got the show with Skip and Shannon, and they be betting each other Mountain Dews and shit, or pops or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
On this show, we bet free throws, and it seems like every time we bet something, I haven't kept score like I should, but I'm always winning the debates and everything like that.
That's because you lost the Super Bowl.
But NBA All-Star, okay,
you lost the Super Bowl.
I won overall.
You don't win everything.
I won the All-Star weekend with the basketball. Overall, I won it. Okay, that's all. I mean, there you go. So,
all right, man. Let's
get these free throws in the air. I'm a double shot. Hold on.
Oh, look at you. Talk about you is ready. About as ready as Mitch.
All right, let's go. Free throws in the air. Boom, boom.
For sure.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the show. Be sure you comment, share, subscribe to the channel, man. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, man, Bars and Buckets. We here every week talking about the hottest, dopest, latest information and news with sports, hip hop, everything that's coming together. I think that I'm a little panicking right now because my Bears and Bulls are struggling. You know what I'm saying? Especially the Bulls. We'll talk about that later. But let's kick off the show, man. Like I was saying, the AFC West. Khalil Mack, my beloved Khalil Mack, got traded to the Chargers for a second-round pick and a sixth-round pick. The Chargers are doing numbers over there. They re-signed Mike Williams. They got J.C. Jackson from your Patriots, who I said he was going to leave. That's a big hit that the Patriots took. It's scary hours over there in the Chargers, man. They still got Herbert over there. They still got accolades. Still got their team together. So the Chargers is one team to look out for. That's going to be dangerous. Still got the Chiefs. Still got the Chiefs over there. You know, whether you like it or not, as long as Patty Mahomes is over there with Kelsey and Hill, you know, you still got to bet on them. You know, but the bigger news out the AFC West was we got Russ going to the Broncos, which was big. You know what I'm saying? I think they overpaid a little bit for Randy Gregory, the defensive end with Dallas. You know, overpaid for him, but they got him too. But today, Devontae Adams, star, I think, the best receiver next to Cooper Kupp, best receiver in the NFL, signs a huge deal, making him the richest wide receiver out there at $28.3 million a year to the Raiders. Y'all got to tell me what y'all think about that move, man. And what y'all think about this AFC West? I mean, because we got to pick a winner. Who going to come out this AFC West? Damn,
Shit,
there's too many moves.
I don't know. I mean, they stockpiling in the West, man. They definitely stockpiling in the West. But we knew Devontae was going to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was going to leave once Rodgers got that contract. I knew.
Right. And the Packers offered him the same amount of money. He still did.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. That's definitely an interesting division, man. Like that's a division where, you know, first of all, it's going to be hard to get wins within the division, but all of those teams can compete in the NFL. Like all of those teams in that division could compete at a level where they make it hard for other people. And they definitely been making some. I mean, they've been killing the game right now in the AFC West, man. Like literally, Green Bay got immunized.
Hey, you know the crazy thing is, with the Bears might actually beat them this year.
That was wow. We going there. That's what we're going there. Okay.
What Aaron Rodgers say last year? I own you.
I own the Bears.
That's what we're doing. Okay, we taking shots at each other now, huh? Okay, cool. That's cool.
Let's count double check. They might actually beat them this year.
The way that the landscape is going right now with free agency, I mean, Allen Robinson just went to the Rams. Like,
yeah.
Think of the moves that these
teams
are making, man.
Allen Robinson just went out there with Cooper Kupp. That whole core they had out there.
Robert Woods.
OBJ.
Even though he's coming back from injury.
Man, they going to be...
OBJ a free agent too, right?
Yep.
I'm sure he's going to try to stay, though.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. I got some news, some alerts that's happening right now. We forgot. Well, I didn't forget to mention this because I really don't give a fuck, and I really don't think we should talk about it on this show.
What happened?
I don't think that we should talk about this on this show, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's a dude named Thomas Brady who came out of retirement or something. We ain't got to talk about that. That's nothing. We ain't got to talk about Tom Brady. Whatever. But according to a credible source that I'm looking at on the internet right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers are in a bidding war for Julio Jones.
Oh yeah, I heard that yesterday.
Yeah,
but, but more than likely, I'm sure Julio is going to be smart. Go where it's warm, Tampa Bay.
Oh my God!
And play with the GOAT. Why would he play with Aaron Rodgers?
He get. Actually, if he's smart and wants to up his stock, if Julio Jones is smart,
up his stock, he's old. It's old. It's pretty much over.
How's he up in the stock? I missed that.
Because Julio Jones was traded for damn near nothing out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
He asked to be the complement future piece with AJ Brown, and they cut him after a year due to injuries. Due to injuries. But Julio Brown, but Julio Jones is still not super old. AB is older than him. Like there's receivers that still playing that's older than Julio Jones, and I think Julio Jones, when healthy, is still a top 10 receiver.
Right, but
you don't
go somewhere where there's decent receivers already. That way you
can't be double teamed.
You can't be double. That way your catches just look smooth. And
how many receivers are the Bucs have? First of all, they picked up Russell Gage. They got Goodwin back. They got Mike Evans back. They got too many.
Russell Gage or Julio Jones.
Right. And then Manny's going over there with a former teammate with the GOAT.
I mean, you gotta admit, man, that's a crazy outside. You got Mike Evans on one side, Julio on the other side, and Godwin playing slot.
Scary hours in Tampa Bay. Scary
it's not really
hours.
Scary.
Yes,
really
it is.
Scary.
It is.
It don't really scare me.
You're nervous.
Oh, okay.
You're nervous.
It don't really scare me because even with that squad, are they still going to beat the Rams? Are they still going to beat the 49ers?
They can definitely beat the 49ers.
Rams are the defending champions. So, I mean,
right.
People got to beat them, period.
Right.
But the 49ers, though, yeah, they'll beat the 49ers.
Definitely beat the 49ers, bro.
Definitely beat them?
Definitely beat the 49ers. What did Tom said? He has unfinished business.
Okay.
You got a pissed off GOAT.
So that means that the Buccaneers are going... Okay, bold prediction then.
He's going to do better than your boy in Pittsburgh.
Nah, we don't know that. We don't know that.
I would definitely take that.
We don't know that. Do we know that? We don't know that.
I got 10 free throws today.
I would definitely take that.
Okay, so I'm saying because of the moves of free agency.
Right.
Because of Tom Brady, I really think Tom Brady got sick of his damn wife and said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and come back. I ain't doing shit else. Let me just go out here and make a couple, But I think that with the Bucs, it was good that they re-signed Jensen. They sent her because that was big. They wanted to re-sign Jensen. They lost Kappa, they right guard to the Bengals. He could be a fill-in. They re-signed Carlton Davis. They cornerback. So they keeping the same pieces. I think because they added Russell Gage, that was good. I'll give the Buccaneers, just off of the offseason move so far, I'll give them a good chance to, be a top 3 or 4 seed, maybe, in the NFC. Okay, that's fine. They'll be a top 3. I don't see them being a top seed, especially with A-Rob going to the Rams. I don't see them collectively as a unit being – well, I got to see what the 49ers are going to do as far as, like, the quarterback situation. I mean, it's whatever. But I got the Rams, the Niners.
You got the Niners after the Rams?
I got the Rams first.
Right. I said you got the Niners after the Rams?
I got the Niners after the Rams. Because I think they're hungrier. I think they're hungrier. And I'll give the Bucs a slight edge at 3, but I don't know, man, because there's a lot of hungry teams in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? Especially with other news that we're talking about. So we're talking about free agency and moves and things like that. According to let me refresh this, 54 minutes ago, Deshaun Watson has informed people close to him that he's choosing the Atlanta Falcons. Right? So you put Deshaun Watson. Put him on Watson. You put him on the Falcons, right? Around him with some pieces. They have a good defense. Then added pieces. What do you put the Falcons at with Deshaun? What do you put him at as far as team wise? Like top? Do you think they make the playoffs? Mind you, they're in a division with the Saints and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the Saints are kind of retooling. The Panthers in that division too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the Panthers, they hot and cold, man. You never know what you're gonna get out of them. I don't know. Like I think they wouldn't. I think if that happens, they need to make some moves in free agency because I don't think that they have. I feel like he's gonna have like similar weapons that he had with the Texans. Like he's not going, he won't have a legit because even with the Texans, he didn't have a legit like go-to target. I mean, he made one with shoot, I can't think of fam name.
What they're saying, they're saying that Cooks is in the trade with the Atlanta. It'll be Deshaun and Cooks, Brandon Cooks that goes over to Atlanta. Which I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I'm just saying.
I mean, it gives you. I mean, it gives you somebody you trust, right? So it gives him somebody that he kind of trusts to get the ball to because they have some kind of connection. But I think that they're, oh, I forgot about Kyle Pitts. So they do have Kyle Pitts, but
they're gonna re-sign Cordell Patterson, who had a great year for him last year.
He one of them like Swiss Army knives. He ain't really like they just use him where there's weaknesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. They had such a like terrible. For me, it was a terrible year, right? Because they would be in games and competing and couldn't finish.
They've been doing that for like 5 years,
right? They just can't. They can't finish games. You know what I'm saying? They can't finish games. I don't know, bro. I don't see them. I mean, I think that whole division is up for grabs.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I really feel like if Deshaun went to New Orleans with, Kamara and Michael Thomas, he had more weapons, to utilize.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a game changer when we talk about the NFC West. I mean, NFC, as a whole, still got other teams that's on the rise that's trying to get there, all these free agency moves. Oh, I forgot about Chandler Jones went to the Raiders. Like I'm saying, that AFC West
it's packed, man.
It's in the league on his
it's
his
lit.
own.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's still a lot of other pieces that's out there that I'm trying to wait to see who's going to fall. But overall, so far with the NFC, with the NFL free agency, you have to look at the bigger picture as far as who's trying to win. Who's trying to win this shit next year?
Mm-hmm.
They trying to win this next year. And bro, I mean, come on, man. The mob signed. Von Miller signed a 6-year,
paid
$120 million. Von Miller, okay. I'm not okay. Get your bag, bro. Von Miller. I don't want no smoke. He went to the Bills.
To the Bills.
Oh yeah.
Who's?
That's why I say the Bills. They don't do nothing but they've been retooling and putting pieces in there for years.
It's a great look for them. It's a great look for them.
Yeah. Especially with their defense.
They overpaid though.
They did overpay though.
6 years, $120 million.
And they gave him a lot of years too.
Right.
Yeah. So that's like a 3 to 4 year window,
right.
That they were trying to win a championship.
He would have got no more than 3 years for me.
Yeah.
We'd have cut all that in half.
right. So every division plays each other twice, right?
Yep.
Every division plays each other twice. So here's the scary thing, right? Since we're talking about the AFC West, every division plays each other twice. They literally, not sure if this has ever happened, but they literally are kind of set up where every team in that division could potentially make the playoffs.
Well, I don't even know if it's potentially, bro. I think that it's. I mean, we talked about it in the group chat.
Right.
Just go down to AFC. Okay, just give me y'all right now as constructed right now.
Mm-hmm.
AFC playoff teams. It's 7 teams. Okay.
7 teams. So
give me your 7
division winners. Buffalo, AFC East.
Okay. Let me look at it and make sure I'm looking at all of the teams there. Okay, go ahead.
Buffalo, AFC East. I think the Chargers and the Chiefs are neck and neck, but I think that the pieces they put together, I think the Chargers can overtake the AFC West.
Oh, okay.
And win that division. AFC South.
The AFC South is not the strongest.
It's not strong at all. And it's not strong at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the reigning division champions, and that's the Titans.
Okay.
And that's then AFC North, right?
Yep.
AFC North.
Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
I'm going with Bengals. I'm going with Bengals to come out again. So that's 4 right there.
3 more.
I could see at least one more team, maybe 2 teams from the West getting in. I could see like the Chiefs getting in there. I could see potentially
scary, bro.
I could see potentially the Raiders getting in there because they were in there. They were close to being there last year. Yeah.
Shout out to Bilal Nichols, man, defensive tackle for the Bears. He went to the Raiders too. But go ahead.
See what I mean? So I could see those 2 going in too.
And then he left the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left the Bears.
Okay.
That wasn't funny, bro. I know you trying to crack. That wasn't funny, bro. But go ahead.
And then
give me one more.
So with those 6, I'm gonna always go with Old Faithful. So
with
those 6, number 7 gonna be a pass, man.
You doing good, man. Not you doing good. You doing.
Hey, I gotta go with Old Faithful, man. But seriously, those top the first 6 that I picked, like I got a good feeling about them, like a real good feeling about them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Where you at, Corn? Give me your AFC playoff team.
I'm gonna go Bills.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
Titans.
Okay.
Got 3 more. Definitely the Patriots.
Definitely the Patriots. Okay.
The Colts.
The Colts, who don't have a quarterback right now. Okay.
The Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Watch.
Okay. I mean, what am I saying to that? Okay.
Last one. Chiefs.
Chiefs. Okay. So just to keep everybody abreast, you don't have the Chargers or the Broncos. You don't have the Ravens. You don't have
Russell Wilson is not gonna make that big. That I had the Raiders. Russell Wilson ain't about to make that much of an impact.
Wow. Okay.
He may put it like this: Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, AFC West. That is the worst team in the AFC West.
Let me think. Let me think.
They was the worst team last year.
As a team.
They was the worst team. Yes, as a team.
Yeah.
As a team, that's the worst team. The Chargers then got better. The Raiders have got better. The Chiefs stand pat. All they got to do is tighten up.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook. I mean,
see.
Right. Wilson was the only addition that they really made.
You got to drink after that, bro. Come on, you got to drink after that. Come on.
Both Russells fucking up.
Right.
You know what?
Brody is just my homie, though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is interesting because that's not really. I can't really argue against, and that I can't really argue that out of that division. I can't really argue that. But I will say, AFC, according to the free agency moves and everything, like the draft is still next month. We still got a lot of stuff coming up, but according to things that's going on right now, I got the Bills. I'm going division winners first.
Okay.
AFC East, I got the Bills. AFC North, I'm not even gonna say the Steelers, but I got
don't say that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I got the man. Look, I'm gonna be bold. The Ravens got some nice moves. They picked up some good additions. The Ravens are retooling offense and defense. So
Lamar Jackson needs some help.
Yeah, seriously.
If I got to go between the Bengals and the Ravens for the AFC North, I think it's going to be a dogfight.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'll give it to I'll give it to the Bengals because the Bengals they still added pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the Bills, the Bengals. AFC South is I don't know, man. That division is tough. I mean, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Colts, the Titans. I mean, the Titans win by default, even though the Jaguars are doing something. Now I'll tell you this though, as we reported early here on Bars and Buckets, Deshaun Watson has informed people close to him that he's going to the Falcons. So if the Colts, as they're projected to do, trade for Matt Ryan, then that changes a lot as far as this goes. You see what I'm saying? Matt Ryan with a strong defense and Jonathan Taylor is scary hours for any team to play. But that hasn't happened yet, so I'm not even gonna say that. So we got the Titans. AFC West, the winner is I gotta go to Chargers, man. And I want to pick the Raiders. The Chiefs haven't made any moves right now as far as adding to their core, so I can't make them as the winner. So I'll say the Chargers because Khalil Mack, Joe, Khalil Mack is gonna be hungrier than ever on the defensive side. You see what I'm saying? And they still got all their pieces. So
just like Cuzzo said, he's like 52.
Cool.
Matt Ryan.
Everybody know what to do with him though.
With Matt Ryan?
No, I'm talking about Khalil Mack.
Well, with Khalil Mack, you double him. But see, if you double him, you but okay.
He been obsolete on the Bears for at least legit
That's because
2 years.
when Khalil Mack has his fingers in the dirt, as opposed to him being a stand-up backer, you have to change how you defend him. You see what I'm saying? Khalil Mack is best when he's just rush you. Hey, look, rush the quarterback. That's all you got to do. Now, if they double him, that opens the door for other people like Joey Bosa or there was another guy that went to him. Oh, actually, it's I just read that Hicks might go to the Chargers too. Hakeem Hicks, which would be another blow for the Bears. But
of course,
I think the way that the defense is playing, they can do some things.
They're gonna be able to beat Simeon next year. They're gonna be able to win 707 Pop Warner football, man.
Bears got a better quarterback than the Patriots. No, that's all that matters.
They definitely don't.
They got a better quarterback than the Patriots. Mad because they didn't want to pay Devontae. The Packers win, clearing. I think the Packers actually won coming out on that trade. They got a first round and a second round pick. They cleared a lot of cap space. They still can go out and get some good receivers that can do something. And you got Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you put me out there with Aaron Rodgers, and I'm gonna get 500 yards a season. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Aaron fucking Rodgers. So I think they came out good. And then Devontae didn't want to be there anyway. He wanted to leave. So you came out good as an organization, getting the first round, 22nd pick overall, and then the 59th pick in the second round. You came out good as a Packer organization. I don't see why the Packers fans are tripping. I mean, a nigga don't want to be there. Okay, I got a first and second round for him, and I'm clearing cap space. So, what y'all think?
So you on mute, bro.
Hopefully it work out for him. I mean, they go get some solid receivers, it'll work out. But if they just go get some roster fillers, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be dumb. You know what I'm saying? So because you let a top tier talent go. And everybody don't just get a Devontae Adams.
Facts.
Everybody don't get that. So to prove a point, they better go get some real receivers.
As the Pack, if you're running a Packers organization, both of you guys, say you guys are the GMs of the Packers, and you have a choice between Julio and OBJ next year, who you taking?
Well, I mean, for me, because I follow Julio as a Tide fan, so I know what Julio brings to the table. I would go Julio because he's unguardable in a sense. Like the man is massive. faster than people give him credit for. Pretty much can run any route that you throw at him. And he's
across the middle.
Yeah, not scared to go across the middle. He'll take some hits, So for me, it will be Julio.
Okay. You taking Julio too, bro?
Yep. Julio. He's a receiver's receiver.
So y'all are saying that
I'm not a big Julio OBJ fan.
Yeah.
And
he's an LSU Tiger, so that's a whole nother conversation.
What is wrong with me? Okay, all right. I don't know. I didn't know we was against.
Because I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, and that's a rival. So I'm gonna always pick a Tide player over anybody else.
Who had the better career, OBJ or Amari Cooper?
That's a good question.
I think the jury's still out on that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
OBJ had a whole. You talking about college or
body of work? College.
If it's college, it's Cooper.
No. I'm talking about the league. Body of work.
Body of work. The jury's still out on that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can even judge that right now.
Because OBJ that had so many injuries and he didn't set out.
I think even with the injuries included for both players, I think OBJ still have more yards than Cooper. I may be wrong. I'm not going to fact check. You can fact. I'm not going to put that out.
Well, let's see when they came out too. They ain't come out at the same time.
No, I don't think. I think OBJ is maybe a year or two older, if I want to say. But yeah, those are two people that was free agents, or
right.
Cooper was getting about to be, and Cooper is with the Browns now, who was a miserable. I don't know what they're doing in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield wants to get traded, so that makes you. Yeah, I mean, the Cleveland Browns are going through open turmoil. But I feel like if we're looking at, I mean, we're going to transition in a minute, but as far as the free agency period right now, and he was talking about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is still a top 15. Damn it! Ooh, I want to say, y'all. Can y'all name 10 quarterbacks? Can y'all name 10 quarterbacks better than Matt Ryan in the NFL? Starting quarterbacks better than Matt Ryan. I feel like Matt Ryan has that whole Matthew Stafford effect, where if he gets to another team with some weapons, watch out. But for fun's sake, give me 9 more quarterbacks in the NFL, and everybody give me 9 more quarterbacks that's better than Matt Ryan.
Well, got to go with GOAT, so that's one.
He's back in the league.
Brady is one. GOAT is one. Mahomes, Rodgers that's 2, 3. Derek Carr is 4. Lamar Jackson is 5.
Questionable
for Derek Carr. Come on, bro. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, bro.
Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Matt Ryan?
I believe so.
Josh Allen.
I give you Josh Allen. Derek Carr, though. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie for Matt Ryan.
Herbert.
Yep. Herbert for sure.
Joe Burrow.
Yep. I'll take Burrow right now, too.
Okay, because he's younger. Okay.
Yep. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Should I even take Kyler Murray?
Shit. One more. I take Russell Wilson, and I just got on his ass 10 minutes ago.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Who would you rather have? Who would you rather have, Mac Jones or Matt Ryan?
Mac Jones.
Matt
Ryan gives away football games.
I'm about to walk out.
Go ahead and walk out. Go ahead and walk out, because Mac ain't giving away no games.
Y'all taking Mac Jones
indeed
over Matt Ryan.
And it ain't a question. McCorkle Jones is who I'm taking. And it ain't a question for me. By the way, Roll Tide. Not Boston College Eagles.
Wow. Okay. Put him in the top 10. Put him in the top 10 then. Is Mac Jones in the top 10?
You didn't tell me put him in the top. You said
y'all got him better than Matt Ryan.
But he was like 17th that we just named.
Come on, man. I'm gonna take him over him though.
Where's Matt Ryan then? Is Matt Ryan in your top 10? No. Just say yes or no.
No.
He's not in your top 10.
No.
Okay.
No.
My top 10 fuck ups.
Okay. Just
we real consistent with that one, bro.
Just for keep's sake, I just want to make sure, and everybody that's tuning in, give your comment on this before we switch gears on this, right? They're saying that Matt Ryan is not a top 10 quarterback. Actually saying Mac Jones is better quarterback than Matt Ryan. Okay.
Who had a better year last year?
Your question was, would I take
Matt Ryan had a better statistical year than Matt Jones.
What was your question though? Would I take Matt Ryan or Mac Jones? That was your question.
Right.
And the answer was Mac Jones because he's not going to give the game away.
What do you mean give the game away?
He's not going to throw the game away. Meaning,
how do we know that?
Meaning because I've seen him play.
This is rookie year. I mean,
I've seen him play before his rookie year.
Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
Thank you. Look up how many yards, I'm throwing yards, interceptions, and completion rates did Matt Ryan have and Mac Jones have last year.
Two different offenses.
We have this conversation.
Two different offenses, by the way.
All right. So
why is it two different offenses?
You know why?
If we're gonna compare them, let me go back to the comparison. All right.
Disrespectful.
Now Matt Ryan, okay.
He had more yards, I'm sure.
Yeah, he had more. He had 167 more yards. Ooh. Mac threw more touchdowns.
More touchdowns?
Yeah. Let's see. What other things would you like to know? Completions.
I think you said interceptions too.
And interceptions.
They both had the same completion, like the percentage, completion rate.
Okay.
Interceptions. Mac Jones 13. Matt Ryan 12.
Oh, one more. I'll take a shot on that.
And if it came down to fantasy points, Mac Jones. If it came down to fantasy points, Mac Jones.
So, I just okay. I'll take a drink on that. I'll take a drink on one of those because I didn't know he had the. I know he had the touchdown.
Yeah.
But I'll take a drink on that. But look.
Oh, I did. Can you name?
You got it wrong. Thank you.
I think that's for you, dog. We did ours.
I can name.
We named our 10.
Can I name 10 quarterbacks better than Matt Ryan?
Yeah. Of
course.
All right, then. So why are you going so hard?
Right. Are you going so hard for Mac? You know what? I give you that. I give you that because you ride with your boy Mitch. So I give you that.
That was a joke, but it's not a joke. It's 50-50
I give you that.
You know what I'm saying? It's 50-50 a joke, but it's not really a joke.
Don't let me out.
Man.
Don't let me out.
Okay. I'll give you 10 quarterbacks that's better than Matt Ryan. All right. Okay, I'll give you Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. Who else I got? Okay, Tom Brady, that's 4. Aaron Rodgers, that's 5. Matt Stafford. Okay, I'll give him that. That's 6.
Put him in ours. We didn't put Matt in ours.
Right, damn.
Let me see. That's 6. And I'm not gonna go. Tannehill is not better than him. I'm not gonna go there.
Don't forget Josh Allen.
I said Josh Allen. He's in my 6.
All right.
Dak Prescott.
Oh, we didn't even
think about Dak.
Let me think.
Even though Dak is another regular season hoax, and when he gets to the postseason, he choked.
I'm on the fence. Okay, Kirk Cousins. What do y'all think? Kirk Cousins?
God.
He just got broke off, too.
Man, 35 mil for a year?
35 mil is a lot.
Bro, I need to, man, bro, we need to start we need to go start training again, man. If we could get 30 mil for a year.
Hold on, who did you just ask?
He said,
you know what?
Kirk,
now that I think
Kirk
about
Cousins.
It's 32 teams in the league, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's 32 teams. Matt Ryan is a top 15 quarterback. Can we agree that? Right? At least it's 32 teams. Matt Ryan is a top 15 quarterback. That started.
Is Matt Ryan better than Jimmy Garoppolo?
You say yes? Oh, okay.
Because Jimmy Garoppolo they've been trying to trade him since the goddamn season was over with, and he still ain't been traded.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason people ain't traded for Matt Ryan is because he has a huge cap number, like damn near $40 million.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh.
So we can agree to disagree. We can move on. That Matt Ryan is the top 15, right? Quarterback. You got him over Jared Goff, I'm sure. You got him over Carson Wentz.
See,
you got him over.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Matt, though, right? The thing with Matt is, hey, Cuzzo just put it in here too. The thing with Matt is Matt gonna put up numbers.
Thank you.
He gonna get yards.
Which is what you need.
He gonna get yards, but
especially if he got weapons. If he got weapons, he gonna get you some yards.
But then what?
Right, because when he had Julio Jones, he didn't do nothing.
But I'm saying these teams. That's why Carson Wentz got traded, because he's stuck, and you can't rely on him to put up numbers to win a game. Or another team like the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Panthers was going through quarterback hell because they couldn't trust Donald, they couldn't trust Cam. Right. You know, these teams need a quarterback that's going.
I might be with you. I might be with you there. 15.
Look at the situation with Tua in Miami. Mm-hmm. You know, if Tua could put up numbers, bro, like put up numbers. Like that's what you need. You want a slugfest,
right?
That Josh Allen and Mahomes game was so good because both of them can light that shit up for 400 yards if they needed to. You know, you need a quarterback that's gonna put up numbers.
Yeah, but you also and the thing about both of those quarterbacks though is that the system was made for them to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to really be that tight and just putting up numbers, you got to have a system that provides you the opportunity to go to work. And and Tua didn't have that really. His weapons, he really didn't have that either.
I feel like Tua has the tools to be a really good quarterback.
He does, but it's the people around him though.
And
it's the people around them, and it's the system. You have to when they're young, you have to alter your play calling to them to be successful, right? So you can't be complexed when they're young. When they're young, you have to give them a chance to make real concise decisions, right? So that has to be your system. Your system has to be, okay, what are you good at? Right? It's the same thing we said this year for Justin Fields, bro. It's the same thing we said all year, is that you're going to get this man killed because you are not playing to his strengths.
Correct.
And that's exactly what happened.
I'll give you that. Okay. All right. I mean, I'll leave it alone. We can move on, but can we just finally agree, take a shot to it, that Matt Ryan is a top 15 quarterback in the league?
You know what I'll give you? I'm gonna probably say that 15, 20 range. He could fall anywhere between that 15, 16, whatever. But I'll give you that.
Okay. I'm going 17 through 20.
Toss up, man. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Okay, so look, and we trust me, there's going to be some breaking news that's going to, we'll say it on here, man. But it's been a lot that's been happening. What did Baltimore?
Well, Baltimore altered their play calling for Lamar to be successful.
And then when you think about it, bro, like being for real, the reason that, because think about the draft last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teams didn't have Mac Jones as the number one quarterback coming out, but Mac Jones had a better season. Mac Jones had a better season than the number one quarterback that was coming out. Hell, Mac Jones had a better season than the number 2 quarterback who they coming out. So it's
that's why it was such a steal that my Pats got him.
Yeah, okay. But about now in Jacksonville, you got Doug Peterson over there. You add in weapons. They just paid Christian Kirk, goddamn it, $21 million.
We throwing away money, man. We out here giving away money.
Like they trying to add pieces over there to that quarterback, who was supposed to be the second coming to Andrew Luck, according to last year's draft. Yet still. So I want to ask y'all before we move on to NBA. This year coming up, who's going to have the better record, regular season quarterback, right, between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots? Quarterbacks. Who's going to have more yards, touchdown to interception ratio? Because, like I said, they're putting together stuff over there in Jacksonville, and we're still waiting because with the Patriots, they traded their offensive line. I don't know why they traded their offensive lineman to the Buccaneers, but okay, they did that.
Yep.
They still got Trent Brown, who's a free agent, who's probably going to leave. They lost their center, right? Wide receiver, we don't know what the fuck is going on with wide receiver over there.
It's never wide receiver has never been a strength.
If they're relying on their run game, you don't have an offensive line. So I'm asking the initial question is: Patriots, Jaguars, Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, who's going to have the better season next year?
They both will have new coordinators. They both will have new coordinators. They both will likely have, different systems to learn and work through. Trevor Lawrence, I'm not saying he doesn't have the tools to be successful, because he does.
Definitely.
Trevor Lawrence got game, right? I think this year he may come out slinging, right? Because I think this year probably hit him a different way, right? This year probably made him a little more hungrier going into this next season, just because of kind of what he had to endure in Jacksonville. I do think that they both are pretty adaptable, to what may be thrown at them. But I think that what I've seen, and again, we can talk about play calling and coaching and stuff like that, right? What I've seen, I think he's only going to be more mature and better. So I'm going to rock with Mac, because I think that even this year, as the season progressed, because you remember, well, you might not, but to start the year, it was heavy run, right? It was heavy run. It was play action. It was you make a pass that you need to make until we know that you're comfortable enough to learn the intricate pieces of, because Josh McDaniels' offense is ridiculous, right? So until you're comfortable enough to learn the intricate parts of it, we're gonna keep it simple for you. Going into year 2, I think they take that off. I think they take the cap off.
Okay. Well, yeah, Corn. Who you got?
What was the question again? Just want to make sure I got it right.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars, or Mac Jones and the Patriots next year, as far as who's going to have the better season? Which quarterback is going to have the better season leading their team in the regular season? I still can't believe they gave Christian Kirk $21 million. $21 million, bro.
I ain't even hear that till you said it.
I'm gonna go with Mac Jones. The reason why, not just because it's a Patriots thing, like given that Mac has a better head coach, Mac has somebody that's gonna sit and make him watch film and kind of go over things with him and like really be on him about being better. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff Belichick was doing with Tom Brady at year 16, the same stuff. That's why they were so successful. And I think he's not going to try to make him another Tom Brady. He's just going to give him the same tools that him and Tom did so he can see things from different angles. And the game going to start slowing down for Mac. They put the right weapons around him. And once he get a few completions under his belt and he started getting that swag, because he started last year. He started getting real swaggy out there. You know what I'm saying? Can be dangerous. Trevor Lawrence is going to have a good year.
Mm-hmm.
He going to come back and got a chip on his shoulder.
Yep.
He going to have a real good year. I just think his decision making going to get a lot better. Given that they put some pieces around him, his decision maker be better. He was out there just throwing the ball. Like, hopefully you catch it. Like, because he ain't had no talent around him really. Like, come on.
And both O lines are suspect. Let me be clear.
Oh yeah.
Both O lines are suspect.
I'm gonna say that the Patriots O line is probably a little more suspect.
Well, it's 12. Okay, that's fair. But the Jacksonville Jaguars did break off Brandon Sheriff, who was the offensive guard with the Washington Redskins, who's really good. He just if he wasn't as old, he's a top 5 guard in the league. He's probably 30 years old. They gave him like 15. They gave him like 15, 17 million, which I think they overpaid for him. But
that's what I'm saying. They at least went and got, Jacksonville is starting to tighten up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. New England's offensive line could use some help. Use some help. I mean,
so could my Bears. My Bears could too, but that's okay. We're getting it together.
I was just gonna not even. I had something. I was gonna leave it in the chamber. I think they will find some pieces because they know they need to protect Mac.
And they rely heavily on the run game.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, you got
play action passing, so you got to have a run game in order to make that work.
You got dope running backs. You need to do that.
I mean, they got a chamber of running
First
backs.
of all, the Bears have dope running backs. I felt your shot that you was taking there. Okay,
Montgomery and Herbert.
I just said they had. Yeah, they got dope. Montgomery and Herbert. Herbert is dogs. Yeah. Herbert is the best thing that happened to the Bears in a long time.
Facts.
Okay. Hopefully they don't fumble him.
Yeah.
They fumbled everything else this offseason.
Anyway, let's go and switch subjects while we okay, y'all. Let's transition.
Real nice in the Buccaneers.
He's definitely not doing that. Let's transition a little bit, and of course, if there's any NFL news that's breaking, we're going to say it here on the show. But guys, I have to talk about this, man. We got about at least little less than a month before the NBA play-in game and the playoffs, things like that. The Lakers are still struggling. There's teams that's extending. Steph Curry is now out indefinitely with his injury. That's going to change the landscape of some things. The Celtics are, uprising and things like that. But guys, my Chicago Bulls are really scaring me, man. Like, not even just – I don't know what happened after the All-Star break, but, bro, they are losing not only to top talented teams. Now, granted, they're getting Patrick Williams back. They're getting Ball back soon. They got Caruso back. But, bro, we went from the 1 seed consistently to fighting. We're in the 5th seed right now. So if the playoffs started right now, we'll face Boston in a 7-game series on the road, mind you. I want to know, what is your state of the union with the Chicago Bulls and then the NBA in general? But what y'all think is going on in the playoffs right now? If it's about to start.
So you got your factors though, bro. Right? We talked about this in our group chat that one, their schedule to begin the year was very favorable. Right? They had a favorable schedule because they played a lot of teams who were
trash.
Basically, right? Played a lot of teams who were trash. And then, we come back from All-Star break and we have the second toughest schedule to close out the year. Not only that, and look, see, that's what happened when you're a Mitch fan. You start falling off the chat and shit.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep going. Fumble again. But yeah, so the second toughest schedule, right? And then you missing, Cuzzo said it best. You missing, the two best defenders for 2 months, man. Like, you can't have a successful defense without pressure. Right. And your guards provide that pressure so that, it makes everybody else uncomfortable. So I think the biggest thing we're battling against right now was, one, our schedule is just ridiculous.
It's tough.
But two, man, we got injuries, bro. We got injuries across the board in our starting lineup. So everybody's getting healthy. And I think that we just need to get to the point where if we can just get everybody healthy for at least the last week and a half of the season, and we don't have much longer left. So I'm cutting that close. But I think if we can get a few games together going into the playoffs, I think that we can kind of reestablish our rhythm. But again, and I know you agree with me, bro, but again, I think that it starts with that pressure, man. It starts with, our dogs on defense and Ball and Caruso. And Caruso's back, thankfully, and he made a ridiculous difference the first game back. His leadership, too. I think that's another thing that gets brushed under the rug. Caruso has he's a really good leader, man.
And his
IQ. Really good coach on the floor. Get some people ass, stuff like that. So I think they was joking when he was coming back in. So they was joking when he was out. When they was joking when he was out, man, he was like, yeah, man, we need him to hurry up and come back because I'm tired of hearing his voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that lets you know the type of impression and the type of leadership he has. So, yeah, man, I think the biggest thing we struggle with right now is our schedule being the second toughest and then not being fully healthy. So if we get those two things, we get the health in order, then we can figure this thing out.
Yeah. I have to go with definitely what you said, but also the team that has been there, they're tired.
Mm-hmm.
They're tired. They've been battling all year because even when we were winning games, you know what I'm saying, they just wasn't blowing people out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just think about it. Them shots Debo was hitting.
Mm-hmm.
That was before All-Star break. When he had to hit game winners and all that. So they tired. And then once again they lacking ball movement. When Alonzo Ball brought to the team, they moving, whipping the ball, like I said before. So when they get everybody back, man, I'm saying in a 7-game series, if they had to play Boston, I feel good about them against Boston because Boston will let you back in the game. Now they're on one hell of a run, being 16-3.
Yep.
Since the beginning of the year, we'll just say they've been hooping. I ain't taking nothing from them, but I feel good about them.
Yeah,
I feel good about having to play them because once again, we still got to see Tatum and Brown work together in the playoffs. See, right now they kind of gelling, you know what I'm saying, and they kind of picking their spots, but somebody won't want to be the hero. Somebody gonna want to be the person I bought us here.
Right.
They still having that. That's still there a little bit. If both of them want to be the man. So I feel good with Alex Caruso sticking Jason Tatum.
Can I give y'all because the playoffs will be really soon, like in
2-3 weeks.
Yeah, and I want to just give y'all just a quick rundown. I want to ask y'all opinion, and ask everybody that's viewing. The playoffs started right now. The 1 and 8 seed, we got Miami Heat versus the Brooklyn Nets. Who you got? 7-game series.
That was tough. Because Kyrie could play every other day.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a winner. I want to go through them. Give me a winner before we go.
I don't. Here's what I truly. here's what I truly believe. I think that I think this is possible. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, just from my research, it is possible that he can play if they're willing to pay the fine. Is that possible?
I would have to fact check that. I don't know.
Yeah. So here's my thing. If they say, all right, man, governor still ain't changed his mind on this. And that's another thing that I'm sure we're gonna talk about.
We gotta talk about that
this.
I got a lot to say.
I get to
about
sit
that.
I get to sit in the fucking stands unvaccinated, but I can't play. The shit's stupid. But if they are, I think that they said, okay, regular season, we're gonna do what we do. Playoffs, if they, if all I got to do is pay a fine for you to play, I'm gonna pay that fine. Right. So if that's true, and that happens,
how much is the fine?
Shit, I want to say, from what I was hearing, it's like 50K.
A game?
Yeah.
A game?
Yeah.
So in a playoff, so let's just say they had. I mean, that's a lot of millions.
That's a
lot of millions, bro. That's a lot of. But then you got to think about, like, man, like I done already invested this much money in you. Like,
right?
Am I really, you know what I'm saying?
We already invested this. Now we invested more. I've already invested in you to play. Yeah. Now I have to really invest in you to play again. And
yep.
If we don't win, I'm really mad.
Yeah. I'll probably agree with Cuzzo though. If Kyrie can only do road games, I got Miami coming out.
Okay, so that's hold on. So AD, you got Miami. Who you got, Corn? 7-game series.
I mean, if under the stupid circumstances, I can go Miami.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1, 2. With Kyrie not playing, I still think
KD gonna get tired.
KD gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they still got to pay him not to play. But then we paying you not to play, but I'm still saving that $50K a game because say 6 games, we got to play 20 games to win. If that, let's just say we got to play 20 games.
Yeah, I had to think about that. I had to think about it. I'm going Miami. The way it's constructed, right? I'm going Miami with that. And I had to think about it because I want to go Brooklyn, but
that's $1 million.
Yeah, that's
50,000, 20 games. That's $1 million just on fines.
Yeah, that's a lot. So, okay, Miami, Brooklyn, 1 and 8 seed. We got Miami. Okay, number 2 and number 7, we got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Raptors in the 7-game series.
Bucks.
The Raptors have been real scrappy lately, actually.
I'm going Bucks though. That's not even thinking about that.
Okay.
And they about to get Lopez back too.
We got Miami. We got Miami advance to the second round, and we got the Bucks advance to the second round. Okay. Mm-hmm. The 3 and 6 seed is the Philadelphia Sixers and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm pretty sure everybody's taking Philly, right?
Yeah, I'm going Philly.
Yep.
Okay. Which proves my point that if the playoffs started today, the Boston Celtics will face the Chicago Bulls, with the Boston Celtics having the first 2 home games at home.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all really feel that the Bulls can beat them in 7 games to go to the second round?
Not if it started today. Yeah, not if it started today. Because we still got too many. We still got too many pieces missing, and we still don't have that fluidity that we had to begin the year. And Cuzzo mentioned that we did overachieve in the first half, and that's slightly true, especially with it being the first year they played together. But I think that what helped us be successful is what we can't do right now, which and it's because we're missing ball
in the defense.
Yeah, it's because we're missing ball and we're not concentrating on the defensive end, and that's really. I mean, to be honest with you, we were able to score, but that was really the deciding factor on why we were so successful. Because even if they were bum teams, like even bum teams are putting up 115 a night, 110 a night, right? So, but the thing was, they were so uncomfortable playing us because of the ball pressure, because of like, damn, I know if I don't get back on defense, Lonzo go launch that bitch, and I ain't gonna even realize it's in the air, and they gonna have a wide open layup, right? So that's what we battling against. So until those pieces are there, like I can't. Not the way Boston is playing right now. I can't see them being successful against them.
What you got, Corn?
If they don't have Lonzo, I'm going Boston. If they don't have Lonzo Ball, gotta go Boston.
You're on mute, bro. See, ever since you start claiming Mitch, man, you coming on this joint messing up, man.
He good now.
Oh, ever since he claimed Mitch, now we having all these technical difficulties, man. You back? Nope. Man, how many fumbles is this tonight, man? God, dog, man. This brother is flopping all over the place tonight because he talking about some damn Mitch Trubisky, man. Boston, yeah, for sure, cuzzo. Boston, the experience factor, yeah, definitely. And when the playoffs come, man, that's the game slow down, that experience factor kick in, and that makes a total difference, man. So we definitely agree with you on that. So yeah, that's gonna be,
yeah.
Yep. Don't like that. Don't like that matchup at all right now.
Yeah, not right now. They gotta have Alonzo Ball, man. If they don't have Alonzo Ball, man, it's gonna be a long. They don't have Alonzo Ball, man. It's over in 6.
Oh, easily
5, 6.
5.
Yeah.
He got that. He got that wow. he got that wow internet.
Oh man,
he got that wow, man. Come on, look all staticky and shit.
You good?
You good, man?
You still on mute?
Nope, he ain't good. That brother all over the place, man.
Yeah. Let's see.
So who will be in the play-in right now? Who's 7? Who's 7-8?
7 and 8, and the East is Toronto and Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
And Charlotte is 9.
Charlotte's 9, and who's 10?
Atlanta.
Atlanta's 10. I don't know, man. I like Charlotte, man. I like the way they playing right now.
Especially with Montrezl Harrell. I'm liking it.
Yeah, I like the way they playing right now. What's going on what the West Coast look like?
Phoenix is number 1 seed. Memphis number 2. Golden State 3. Utah is 4th. Dallas is 5th. Denver is the 6th seed. Minnesota is 7th, and the Clippers are 8th. The Lakers are 9th. New Orleans is 10th.
Damn, how's the Lakers still 9th, man? They be getting their ass tossed up. How they still 9th?
Because New Orleans was
how many games? Yeah, how many games behind them they are now?
I mean, now New Orleans is a game back.
Okay.
1 game behind the Lakers.
Okay.
So
I don't know how they stand above 10, man.
If they let's see. They got the Raptors tomorrow. They got the Wizards Saturday. Monday they got Cleveland. Wednesday they got the 76ers. So I'm looking at 2 L's right here.
Man,
2 L's, 2 W's.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, because I think Cleveland can get them.
Yeah.
Well, 3. I see the Raptors can get them.
The Raptors can get them. Yeah.
Raptors can get them. They gonna get the Wizards.
Yeah.
Cavaliers better get out on them.
Right.
And Philly, that's an easy W.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, cuz I'm trying to figure out how they still in the damn top in the 10, cuz they've been like, man, I don't know. Like it's really that many people worse off, I guess, because they still surviving.
Somebody messing with the percentages.
Man, somebody doing something, man.
Somebody messing with the NBA
Hey man,
percentages.
this ain't adding up, man. They getting tossed up by 30, 25. You got number 6 having a hissy fit on the courts, slamming the ball down because don't nobody grab the rebound.
And I like to add, nobody would have ever walked up to Mike and slapped him on the ass and said, "Yeah." Nobody would have.
Nah, that wouldn't happen.
The way Pat Bev did him, nobody would have did that to Mike. Mike would have had 60 for the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks. He been eating everybody up and said and thank him for doing it. The Lakers need to go to the NIT. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, that shit, man. I don't know, bro. Like,
it's bad.
It's bad, man. It's bad shit. When they projecting
they gonna break that team up this summer.
They got to.
Russ gone. I think Anthony Davis gone. And no, they might keep Anthony Davis. I think LeBron gonna try to get up out of there.
Man, you know he good for running, so
I think he may try to get up out of there. Russ definitely gone.
Yeah. When they projecting Street Clothes Davis to come back?
I don't know. I stopped trying to even follow my man.
I don't think he's gonna be back for the playoffs though.
He hurt so much. You probably catch him in Harold's on 87, man. He had the crib. He had the crib.
Hey man, where was you at last night? Oh man, I just went ahead and flew home real quick.
Flew home, 6 wings, fried hard. And a lemonade from Baba's.
Right.
Telling you, man.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, excuse me. You 11 games. Thank you, bro. You 11 games under 500. Still got 6 teams worse than you.
Right.
6 teams worse than you.
Yeah.
And shit, it's definitely a bigger, it's definitely closer in the East. That shit is like, you lose one game and you didn't drop 2 seeds and shit.
Right. Man.
It's tight as hell.
Let's go from 2nd to 7th real fast.
Man, super tight.
Go ahead, be in the play-in. Like, how did we end up here?
Super tight. So, as currently constructed, bro. So we got Phoenix against who?
So let me go back to the standings. Conference. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Yeah, they definitely gonna lose that play-in game.
Let me set this up again. All right, so
one against who we got?
Phoenix versus the Clippers.
Okay, that's a Phoenix win. Okay,
Phoenix definitely getting that one.
Yeah.
Memphis, Minnesota.
Really?
I think that is going to be a more competitive series.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I can honestly see that one going 7.
And
that is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
Patrick Beverly guard Ja Morant. That's going to be good, and that's going to test Ja Morant.
Yep. Look,
that's going to be a test.
We're gonna really see what time.
I can see that going 7 for real.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. I can see that going 7, and I can see that going 7, but I still see the Grizzlies coming out in game 7.
Golden State versus Denver. If Steph is, I think Steph will be back. But if let's just say Steph isn't there, I'm still gonna go Golden State because Klay Thompson is pissed.
So
I'm gonna still go Golden State.
I'm with you on that.
4 and 5. Utah versus Dallas. I'm gonna go Dallas. I like Spencer Dinwiddie. I like Luka.
Yep.
Like what they trying to do. I'm gonna go Dallas.
I like Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
Dallas over Utah, right? That's what this is.
Yeah, Dallas over Utah.
I could see that. I could see that too. I'm not too. Yeah, I'm not too. I think that Dallas is kind of peaking a little bit at the right time. Jason Kidd has pretty much constructed his lineup, the way he want to construct it to be, the way he feels it to be the most successful, and it has been. I think that Dinwiddie and Luca got a good thing going on right now between those two. I think the the biggest question may be inside play, but I think that with Luca and uh, Dinwiddie and Brunson, I think they're good enough to take that series. Mute yourself, bro.
My bad.
All good.
The West is going to be a very interesting playoff series. Like just the whole makeup of it, especially if the Lakers don't get in. Which I see them getting in. I don't see LeBron missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. See him getting in the play in and going off. He gonna go off. I know I joke about him and I crack jokes, but I mean LeBron is LeBron. He gonna do his thing. Malik Monk gonna snap. They gonna do what they got to do to get in. But if they don't get in, it's gonna be super wide open.
It's gonna be hell to pay.
If they don't get in, see the Suns going back. Only people that could probably knock off the Suns is Memphis, maybe, but we'll see. But if I had to say, coming out of the East and West, Suns definitely out the West, and the East. Who would I say was going to come out the East? I don't know. I'm not thinking on that.
I know
that's tough. Who gonna come out
the East is tight.
I don't want to discredit what Giannis them got going on.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that too. A healthy Golden State.
But I want to say before I predicted Boston.
I think you said Boston.
I think I said Boston before, so I'm gonna stick with what I said.
Yeah,
Boston and Phoenix.
Which right now, when I think about it, is not a crazy prediction, right? They are one of the hottest teams. They do have some really good components. I think Udoka is going to be challenged in the playoffs from a experience perspective in terms of being able to call the right, do the right things at the right time. But I do think they have enough talent to get there, right?
Yeah, they got the talent.
Yeah, they got enough talent to get there. I could see Boston. I'm still fairly high on Milwaukee. I think that like I said, they're getting Lopez back, which is gonna be a good additional piece to what they already have.
Right.
So I could definitely see I could see a Boston Phoenix, I could see a Bucks Phoenix, I could see a Golden State sliding into that championship game too.
Especially if they get Curry back.
Especially if they get Curry back, and if they get hot, and you know what I mean by that, it's gonna be scary. Like, because the thing is, they're younger guys. Their young guys don't technically have playoff experience, but they've been kind of put through the wire, right?
Yeah.
So the younger guys last year, Steve was just like, all right, shit, we We ain't going nowhere. So y'all just gonna have to get your ass beat every night, or fight through it. So
figure it out.
Figure it out. So I think with that, they put themselves in a good position to be able to overcome some challenges. So I could definitely see, that Phoenix Golden State finals on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And either one of them coming out. But it just really depends on how healthy, and then Chris Paul is out right now. I think he's projected to come back by the playoffs.
Right.
Which puts them at a different level when he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
So
campaign been balling.
Campaign definitely been balling, man.
Campaign been balling.
Definitely been balling. I think old Monty Williams, man, must be a whisperer or something, bro. Because he got man, he got some cats that's like balling out of control right now that, a lot of teams left for dead, man. But I think that's what makes them so scary is that they have this kind of this internal like killer mentality.
Right.
And they just go after everybody, man. Like for them not to, and Cam Johnson is I'm like, damn, like I watched this kid play in college, but I'm like, damn, this boy got a lighter for a jumper. But I think he's long too. So I could see. I don't know, man. I think the East is definitely going to be more exciting than the West.
Yeah.
Right. I think the games in the East are definitely going to be one of those like, man, I can't turn this shit off. Yeah. Like you said, that Memphis, Minnesota one, I think
That's definitely
turn into a 7-gamer. And that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. So for those of y'all checking in the Bars of Buckets, man, Big Reg, man, his dial-up internet, clocked out tonight, man. So we gonna keep this rolling. I mean, he checked back in, but certainly since we on tonight, man, we gonna make sure that we do our due diligence to keep y'all engaged. Bro, so let's double back on this because we did mention this. Kyrie, unvaccinated saga, man. So I'm so like, I don't even know how to describe how idiotic it is that this man gets to attend the games, but he can't play in the game.
And then find him for going in the locker room.
Bro. So, man, I know you say you got a lot to say, and I'm interested to hear, man. So what's your thoughts on that, bro?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, I think the mayor heard what KD said, slapped that fine on, like he just trying to prove a point at this moment. It's like, dude, the world is slowly opening back up. Cases are down. Stop making this a basketball thing, man. He could clap 5 with him, shake up with him, what up, boy, all before the game, but and not pass them COVID, but he can't go in the locker room, he can't suit up. I mean, people that's vaccinated still catching COVID, bro. Like, so at this point, it's like, what is the purpose, man? And and I didn't like what Mike Wilbon said Sunday. I didn't like that. Mike Wilbon went way too hard over nothing. You take the shot. All you gotta do is take the shot. Bro, that's his personal preference. If the man decide he not doing that, man, he gonna stand on his principles. That's what a man does. Stand on their principles. So don't knock him and then you want to, well, it's basketball. This is more important. No, clearly he feels what he believes is more important than the game of basketball. Respect it. Simple as that. Respect it. You ain't gotta like it. Respect it. Yeah. It's his decision. So I lost some respect for Mike Wilbon behind that, man. Like, lost some real respect for him, man. I just don't like how they trying to dog Kyrie about it. Like, man, okay, he can't. He's not doing it. He can only like, all right. Ain't nobody. They lost that energy when it came to Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
They lost that energy. They real quiet, but they didn't want to jump down Kyrie's throat. So I'm not feeling it, man.
Yeah.
They need to mind their business, talk sports, and stay away from other people's principles, man. That's the nice version.
Yeah, I agree with that, bro. I feel all of that, man. And I was watching NBA countdown too after the game, and or was it halftime?
It
One of
was
the two.
halftime
Yeah,
when he said that
halftime.
old
Yeah,
goofy stuff, man.
yeah. And Jalen Rose, man. Shout out to Jay Rose. He pretty much like, man, listen, like I understand where you're coming from, but you got to respect the man's.
Yeah.
You got to respect the man's decision, right? And here's the thing. I mean, the team knows what his decision is, right? And yeah, everybody else may have made the decision to get that shot. He stuck to his principles, man. Like you can't be mad at bro for sticking to his principles. Is that what he want to do? Um, and the thing is, and jokingly I say this, but to see somebody who's only playing role games and stuff like that and busting people ass for 60, they probably like, shit, don't let them come back, because then it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, man, I agree with you, man. I think that sometimes, I get being a sportscaster. I get, being in the media and having to have opinions on stuff. But I think you should keep that basketball related. Like, because if somebody, you know what I'm saying, if somebody came at you for making a decision that they don't agree with, that deals with your family or whatever the case may be, you'll have a problem with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Wilborn, man, and he's always been a cat that I kind of rock with. But that definitely rubbed me the wrong way too.
Yeah.
And Stephen A is Stephen A. That's just
pay Buddy no attention.
That's just who he gonna be. He gonna be loud and shit and say what he want to say, but most of the time it don't make no damn sense.
He just be talking. He's one of them. I'm the highest paid on ESPN now, so I just talk. I do what I'm known for, but you known for looking like a clown too sometimes, man. Like sometimes he be on point, sometimes he be way off. And it's just like, especially when he keep going. Like, bro, you spoke on Kyrie 5 times this year. Move on. Mm-hmm. Why you worried about another man so much? That's the thing. Why y'all worried about another man so much, man?
That's facts, man. But that's one of the immediate things. Like, shit, we got to keep stirring the pot. Keep this thing going, and keep it at the forefront of the attention. But like I say, man, I mean, it'll be different. It'll be different if bro, when he does play, don't show up to play. Right? It'd be different if he can only play road games, but he out of shape. He ain't balling the team. You know what I'm saying? But it's clear. It's clear the man want to. You know what I'm saying? It's clear the man want to play, but he's not willing to compromise his principles for that, man. And I like I say, bro, I'm with you. Like, I can't do nothing but respect that, man. I mean, we all wish that we would see more of Kyrie, though, right? Because we love watching the man play, because he's a fucking magician out there. Just ridiculous for his size, bro. I honestly can't think about somebody who literally is, just an amazing ball handler. Can a three level scorer, can score from anywhere on the court. But then the way he just manipulates around the basket, man. Like, for him to be that small, how he gets in the lane, and a little bit of
confusion.
A lot of confusion, man. A little bit like how Iverson was when he was able to break down the defense and do what he does. But Kyrie, man, he's just different. So we definitely want to see more of him. But I'm with bro on the fact that, hey, I ain't willing to. My principles mean more, and y'all just got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So let's flip another switch here, and talk about KG's jersey retirement, man. I think that let me go back here. I see some comments before we flip.
Okay.
If they let Kyrie play full time and cook, they going to the Eastern. I mean, yeah. That and Ben coming back, right? that and Ben saying, all right, it's time. Like if they really have the full arsenal of what I think we already know Joe Harris shut down for the year.
Yep.
It's a wrap for him. But if they have Ben come back, Kyrie play full time, Ben play full time, they already got Drummond in the fold, Seth Curry, right? They have their team that they really supposed to have, minus Joe Harris. I think that they can beat anybody on that East Coast.
Is Seth gonna be back by the playoffs?
Seth's supposed to be back by the playoffs.
Okay.
Actually, Seth's supposed to be back in like a week or so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he was just out for like, I think he had like a little minor tweak or whatever.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing super major, but they playing a precaution game.
Right.
But definitely healthy. I'm with you in the sense that they can beat anybody. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they'll say the worst part of it is visiting unvaccinated players to play in Brooklyn, but he can't. That is absolutely true. Right. Yeah. So you see the double standard. Yeah, you see the double standard, man. And I don't understand why people can't see it. It's clear. It's clear that it's a double standard. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like nobody that I've talked to can give me a legitimate answer that makes sense. Nobody.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want Kyrie in the finals. I mean, could be a statement, right? It could be it could be like, oh, so since you don't want to comply with the NBA regulations and all that stuff, it could be a statement like, man, let's railroad them, right?
Yep. I can see that.
Yeah, and here's the crazy part though. They try to railroad them, and then they do make it.
Right.
Right. So now you did all this for what? Because you really didn't prove your point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you proved was they were able to overcome your bullshit and still make the finals, right?
Yep.
But I could see that too. Man, thank y'all for chiming in with that too. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. So KG retirement, jersey retirement. Man, I watched the retirement, bro, and I think the best way to put it is time heals, right?
Yeah.
It's just I felt like the whole thing all together was ridiculous to begin with.
Yeah.
But when you have egos, man, and you have guys who really feel like we were supposed to be in this together and do this together and not really thinking about the other person's personal, journey or preference or whatever.
Right.
And I think it was, I'm happy that it got to the point it got to where they kind of acknowledged it. They hugged up, stuff like that, and was there to support each other, man.
Right.
I'm happy about that part. I think it was long overdue.
Yeah.
But I'm happy it got there, and hopefully, some of these other old ass people that's holding grudges and
Isaiah's taking that to the grave.
To the whole. I mean, this dude, man, and we gonna have a whole other conversation about that. But yeah, man, what's your thoughts, man, on the jersey retirement and everything that transpired?
First off, congratulations, KG.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one of the best to ever do it. One of my favorite players. So happy to see that. Happy they pieced it up. You could tell when they had that conversation at All-Star Weekend, they figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good to see. One thing I will say is KG is always gonna be hood.
Always hood, bro.
And that man said, "What up, Lord?" I say, man, you cannot take the West Side out of this dude, man.
Man.
He said, "What up, Lord?"
Right, what up, Lord? You next, Lord.
I said, man, this dude is still gangbanging. But shout out to KG, man.
For sure.
Glad they pieced it up. Now there's different things they can do now that it's pieced up. You know what I'm saying? There's so much they could do, so many opportunities they got now. So good.
Yeah, definitely happy.
Did they retire his jersey in Minnesota yet?
Man, Cuzzo just mentioned that.
Okay.
He just mentioned that, and we got a few comments before that. But just because we on this segment, it's super weird that he played 3 or 4 years in Boston and got his jersey retired in Minnesota hasn't yet. That ain't weird. That's
family.
Right. That ain't weird. That's a slap in the fucking face. Is what it is.
I mean, he spent hella
years, and he literally put that franchise, on the map in terms of what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? That KG was killing in Minnesota.
Yeah,
killing. Right. It's just unfortunate that in terms of who he had to play, who he had to play against as compared to who he had on his team. He didn't quite have fucking Wally Zerbiak and shit like that. J.R. Ryder. But as compared to who he had to go against, I mean, it wasn't nothing he was gonna do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But he still competed. And that's what I appreciate most about KG, man.
Every day.
He always competed every night, every game he competed, man. And so you're right, bro. Like that's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. Like, what y'all waiting on?
Yeah, Minnesota's wild for that. Super wild.
Like, what are you waiting on? Because as far as I know, and it's been years, but as far as I know, it wasn't like no, he ain't do him dirty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was like one of them mutual, like, man, just get me up out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we ain't gonna be better, then I don't need to be here. So yeah, we definitely got to get my man's jersey retired up there in Minnesota. I'm gonna jump back one comment, bro. We got who's the better duo in the East? Debo and Zach, KD and Kyrie, Tatum and Brown, Embiid and Harden, or the Greek Freak and Middleton?
I like this question.
Yeah. I think it depends on I'm not gonna say it depends on what you're looking for, because here's what I'm looking for. W's, right? I'm looking for W's, and I'm looking for guys who really don't quote unquote have a weakness. Right? I'm looking for guys who one can fill up that stat sheet, but two, like everybody who go against them know what time it is, and they still can't do nothing about it. And that's KD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
They can't do shit about it. Nothing. It's coming, and the only way that I'm going to have a bad game is if I have a bad game. Right? You get what I'm saying, bro? Like the only way I'm having a bad game is me. Like I'm the one that had a bad game. It ain't because you did something. I just had an off night. What you thought? What's your thoughts, bro?
Let's see. Even though I kind of spoke on them in the Bulls series, like the potential Bulls series 4 or 5, if it started today, the one that I like, and I'm gonna explain it, is Tatum and Brown.
Okay, I like it.
Reason so they've grown together.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these pairings are new. Debo, Zach. We haven't seen enough of KD and Kyrie. We know what they can do. We know they're gonna get busy.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen enough of them together, like especially like in the playoffs, making things happen.
Right.
When the games slow down and it's not a lot of one-on-one ball.
Mm-hmm.
Harden and Embiid, dope. They're gonna be good. But they're new.
Mm-hmm.
They got to figure that out as well. And then the last one, Middleton and Giannis. I mean, last year they proved everybody wrong by actually putting it together and winning. But it's all based on which Chris Middleton you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Which Chris Middleton you're gonna get. So I'm gonna go Tatum and Brown because they got the most upside to me with them being so young.
Mm-hmm.
And if they actually put ego aside, they're gonna be the most dangerous one for a long time. Because all these other ones don't have too much more time left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tatum and Brown can be dangerous for the next 5, 6, 7 years. At least 5, being realistic, 5.
Yeah. And I think you mentioned, and the reason I pointed at the screen as soon as you said it, man, you mentioned the most important piece, and that's putting egos aside, right? Because I felt like earlier in the year as I watched Boston play, egos definitely got in the way, right? Because it wasn't, when you play with top tier talent, um, when you play with top tier talent and your goal is supposed to be to win, you have to be willing to say, damn, he cooking. I'm finna go over here. Man, keep cooking, bro. When you get tired, I got you. I'm gonna step in.
I'm crashing
Blah, blah,
the
blah.
boards.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to do that. And I think earlier to begin the year with Boston, I think that's what caused a lot of their slow starts is because when Tatum was cooking or when Brown was cooking, instead of the other one taking the back seat, the other one was still searching for shots. And I think that somewhere in this thing, I think, Udoka probably had a conversation with him somewhere along this thing and said, listen, man, I done won championships. Like I may not have been the star, but I've seen top tier players be able to, play together. You know what I mean? So I think that conversation was had to say, man, listen, when your brother is cooking, man, let him cook, man, because your time go come, right? It's like when we go, it's like when we go hoop. And speaking of that, we ain't been hooping in a while, but it's like when we go hoop, right? So we on a break. You ahead of me. I know the ball moves faster than me dribbling. So I'm going to throw that thing up to you, and the defender may go to you, and I'm still running full speed. You're going to drop it back off.
Dish it right back.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be able to have confidence, and you got to be able to trust and know that if I play the game right, it's going to come to me. So, but I'm with, and I said that to say that I can agree, I can see your side of that because I do think they have a very high upside if they are able to really contain the ego piece.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man, they can put it together. But if they don't, there's playoffs and my Bulls are paired with them. The Bulls paired with them. The Bulls should be able to get them.
Yeah, that's for sure. Man, so those of y'all that's still with us and rocking with us, man, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for checking in again. Just so y'all know, Big Reg was having some technical difficulties, so he dropped off for the night, but he'll definitely be back next week. We just kept the show rolling for tonight, man. Bro, you got anything else that's hot topics, man, that you got running through your mind at the moment?
No, I think we covered everything, man. I really think we covered everything. For the most part, I think
yeah.
Anybody out there that you got something, or anybody out there got something like y'all got anything?
What y'all got that's still online, man? That's still rocking with us. See what kind of comments or questions y'all may have, man. Because again, I think one of the biggest pieces is this free agency for NFL is really kicking off. We had quite a lot to say about that earlier in the show. The Chargers are making some ridiculous. That AFC West, the Chargers, the Raiders, Denver, making some real moves, man. They are really pretty much setting themselves aside as the strongest division, from top to bottom.
Right.
So they definitely getting that in. Mitch for MVP. Did Reg join
Reggie, man?
Did he join the show as a guest, man?
Yeah, that's definitely Reggie, man.
Gotta be Reg, man.
Hey, nobody but Reggie, man. Nobody but Reggie.
Say, man, ain't nobody else putting Mitch up for MVP, man. Look at you, man.
Nobody.
Say, you ain't known the show, but you still watch. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's how you still still check in with your bros, man, even though you having problems, bro.
They go hide. They go hide.
Right, go hide. Don't hide your identity. Don't hide your identity next time, man. But yeah, man. So next week, y'all. One of the things we're gonna do next week, again, we gonna still kick off and talk about this NFL free agency. We still gonna he got mitched. Hey, Olo, I got to put these up, man. Damn, I gotta put these up, man. Look, we knew it was you, bro. You the only one.
Definitely.
You the only one, man.
Yes, his internet mitched.
And
his internet mitched.
Internet mitched, man. Crazy, man. The rich got rich in LA. The Rams got, Allen Robinson. Still got Cooper Kupp. Still have enough money to sign OBJ. Yeah,
man. They gonna be dangerous.
They gonna be dangerous, man. I do think that they need to find another. I do think they'll probably go get another pass rusher in place of Vaughn.
Yeah.
But otherwise, man, I mean, clearly as the defending champs, you haven't really lost anything off your team. In terms of your kind of your most important pieces, then you add. You adding more. So, oh man, Honey Badger's up for contract too. He a free agent. Matthew.
Oh yeah.
From the Chiefs. That might be a good pickup. I don't think that's all y'all need, but that would be a solid pickup for the Steelers. Because they'll say Red spent all this internet money on the fancy money.
Stupid, man.
That's crazy as hell. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I'll let you make sure you remind him of that next week too when you check in, cause let him know he need to get his priorities straight, man, to get the internet taken care of. But nah, man. So, man, this week, man, has been fun. We definitely appreciate y'all checking in. We're gonna continue to keep y'all updated on NFL free agency as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. We're gonna make sure y'all, see where y'all at in terms of what y'all thinking around that, and keep y'all up to date with injuries and people coming back to see what those teams look like. Next week, man, we were going to do it this week, but I think we'll move it to next week due to time. But next week, man, we go talk a little bit about the Queen of Rap. This is our tribute, one of our tributes to Women's History Month. But we're gonna talk a little bit about, who we got in our top 5, man. Who we got rocking the mic on the women's side, and talk a little bit about why, man. So that's definitely gonna be a conversation y'all gonna want to check in for.
Definitely.
Because you may get some names, and you may get some people that you'd be like, damn, I didn't even think about that. Who was that, right?
Right.
Because the game is definitely wide open. Definitely got some heavy hitters in there. But yeah, man, make sure that you all are clicking and subscribing to Bars and Buckets on Facebook. Man, check out our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. Man, each week, man, make sure when y'all checking in, y'all sharing this live so that other people on your page can check in with us, man. We trying to keep expanding.
Man, every week you come with some more stuff, bro.
Every week, man. So, man, I'm gonna put this out here tonight, man. We on Amazon now. We on Amazon Music and Audible. So I just got us put up on there. Shout out to Cuzzo James for sharing some information with that. So, man, we making big moves, man. Spotify, Apple Music. So I guarantee y'all, man, y'all want to get on board with this so y'all can be part of the crew that we say, man, they was with us when we first started, man, because we ain't stopping. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep getting better, man. And you all are a big part of that, man. So with that being said, man, again, click and subscribe. Facebook, our Facebook group, Bars and Buckets. We got a Bars and Buckets page. Our YouTube channel, Bars and Buckets, Instagram, Bars and Buckets. Individually, man, you can find me on Facebook at Adrian Dury. Make sure you check in Add me as a friend. Corn, what you got, bro?
You can find me on Facebook, Cornell Shelby II. You can find me on Instagram, gold_mine_CEO84. Man, I appreciate everybody that tune in every week with us, man, and laugh, crack jokes, man, talk sports with us. Appreciate y'all for real, man. Thank you. See y'all next week.
Yeah.
We're going to have some fun next week.
No doubt, man.
Next week.
No
Hopefully
doubt.
My sinuses ain't kicking my butt next week.
Right, man. Broden had me forget, man. I need to take a shot on that because I done forgot to do that shit myself. Instagram, man, Urban Gentleman 85, man. Find me on there as well. As we kick out tonight, man, let's go ahead and get this last free throw together.
Let's do it.
Again, man, we appreciate y'all. I know this was a late one tonight. We are projected to try to be a little bit more back on track next week, but we make the adjustments as they come, but we don't forget about y'all, man.
Right.
We don't forget about y'all. So free throws in the air to y'all, man. Have a great rest of y'all week, man. We'll check in with y'all next week, man. Peace and love to y'all.